Hey, what's up, fellas? How we doing? Man, Antonelli here. So today we're looking at some quick video of Ron Washington, um, infield coach with the Braves, working some early work. So I'm going to play the video right here and take a peek at it. I get a lot of questions on early work. What is early work all about? When did it happen? What is it? All that stuff. And so I want to kind of show you a clip here because this brings me back to pro ball. This is what I really think about when I think of professional baseball. Look at all the balls on the ground over here. They've obviously been out here for a while doing this. And so let's talk a little bit about early work for a quick minute and then kind of talk about what they're doing here. So early work's going to happen before BP, before you do anything with your team, okay? And whether that's spring training, there'll be early work in spring training. So you may do early work in spring training early. Like you may get out there at probably, I don't know, 7:30 or so, depending on how crazy your coach is. Sometimes you go out real early. So what happens usually in spring training is either someone's going to come by at the end of the day, like Ron Washington may come get you and be like, hey man, let's get out early tomorrow morning and work on some double play turns around the bag. Or maybe there's certain players that may go up to the coach and say, hey Ron, can we get outside? Or hey Wash, can we get outside tomorrow early and work? I really want to work on my footwork around the bag. Yeah, sure thing. I'll see you out there at 7:30 or 8 o'clock or whatever. So that's how it usually works in spring training. When the season starts, depending on what level you're at, the lower the level, the more early work you're going to do typically. And so like my first season in short season, we would do early work a couple times a week. And usually you'd come in and your name, or after the game, your name would be on the board. It'd say like early work. And you're like 3 or 4 guys would be on there and you go out early. So during the season, you play at 7 at night. You hit BP at say like, I don't know, 4 o'clock or so, 3:45, 4 o'clock. Your early work might be at like 3 o'clock that day. So you get out there with maybe even a little bit earlier. You get out there and go through your early work, whether it's one-on-one. Usually it's like a couple guys, 3, 4 guys. By position, you're working on stuff, and then you go through your batting practice with the team and all that stuff. And so that's how it works there. And in the major leagues, same kind of thing. Usually as you go up in levels, it's less early work, less mandatory early work. But my time in the major leagues, even though I wasn't there for a long time, I've already told some of you guys about this. On the road, it was like mandatory early work for all young guys hitting. And there'd be a lot of older guys that would do it as well. So that was, we went back to kind of mandatory stuff in the major leagues. And then you'd see guys like this going out there early one-on-one a lot of times with coach working on stuff. So when you get the pro ball, it is your job. And if you don't play well, you don't have a job anymore. So guys take it serious and they get out there and they work hard. And it's always nice when you have a coach. Like I never had Ron Washington as a coach, but I've heard people talk about him and I've seen videos now. And the dude seems like he just like wants to work, like loves infield and just loves reps and working and grinding. And I really remember my coaches, certain coaches that want to get out. There's certain coaches that don't want to get out there early with you, and there's certain coaches that really want to get out there and work hard with you. And so it's always cool when you got a guy like this that wants to get out there. So that's kind of how early work works. And right here, they're just working on, I'm guessing what they're working on, but clearly they're working on, footwork around the bag. Again, taking his right foot to the ball. So you're going to get your left foot on the bag, take your right foot to the ball, and try to catch the ball in the middle of your body. You're going to try it on a ball that's, in between your shoulders. You're going to use 2 hands, deflect. Ball's going to be up quick, so short arm action. And then he's throwing and getting off his left foot. So he's really exaggerating it, so that may be one of the things that he's working on. Maybe he got taken out pretty bad, and they're working on just getting out of the base path. So all you do there is, you're going to throw, and then as you release, you're just going to hop from your left foot to your right foot. And so that just gets you out of the base path. And also if the guy kind of hits you, he's going to hit you as you're coming up off the ground. And so your knee's not going to be in the ground, stuck in the ground. You're not going to get, your knee blown out or anything like that. So, again, that's my guess of what they're working on. But early work is a huge staple of professional baseball. And the days, a lot of people they turn the TV on and they see it's 7 o'clock, the guy's playing. And they don't always realize that the guys have been at the park. Game starts at 7. They've been there already for 5 hours. Some guys are there longer. And then guys will do stuff afterwards, too. Some guys will go in the cage and do extra work after the game. So, I want to say it's a long day. It doesn't always feel long because it's just, you're playing baseball. But it ain't a 7 to 10 at night job. There's a lot more that goes into it. So let me know in the comment section below if you have any questions. Share the video with all your friends. Subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up. I'd appreciate that. Check out the description box below. I've got a bunch of stuff down there for you guys that I think you'll enjoy. And that's all I got, guys. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate it. And we will talk to you later.